Hello, fellow travelers, and welcome to the free Hobarts Abroad travel budgeting and packing list spreadsheet, which you can access in the description section below of this video. And the point of this video is to, number one, make sure that you have no issues getting access to your free tool. And then number two, I'll just quickly go through each aspect of this tool to make sure that you know exactly how to use it, because there's some kind of cool functionality. And for those of you who watch to the end of this video, there's gonna be a special bonus for you, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this. So first thing you wanna do is, again, go to the description section of this video, go ahead and click on the link there, and it's going to take you to this spreadsheet, okay? And if you don't already, make sure that you have a free Gmail account. That's the only thing that you need to access this, and it's free to set up a Gmail account. And once you get to the screen that looks like this, in the top left corner, click on File, and then click on Make a Copy, and this is gonna make your very own copy. And once that's done, it looks something like this. First thing we're gonna do is head down here, click on the Dashboard tab at the bottom of your screen. This tab is basically just an overview of your trip. So the first thing you want to do is here next to the word destination, here in this little box, go ahead and enter your destination. So you can just kind of click into it, and as you can see here, I can just enter in whatever information that I want, and let's say it's Kauai, Hawaii. So here is our destination. Go ahead and enter that first. Go ahead and leave the countdown timer as is, because it's going to automatically update for you, which I'll show you in a second. Here under the budget section, here under total, enter the total budget that you have for your trip. And remember that 68% of travelers go over their expected travel budget. So go ahead and enter that in. So for example, let's say it's 2,500. It automatically updates, 3,000. There we go, okay? So just enter the total in here. The remaining will update, which you'll see in a second. So we've entered our destination. We've entered our total. Next, what you want to do is go ahead and enter your departure date. So when are you actually going to leave? Get on a, bus, a plane, on whatever. Enter in that departure date here. For your flight time, this could also be, whatever time you want to leave the house or whatever. Go ahead and enter that here. So let's say it is 12 o'clock p.m. There we go. 12 p.m. automatically updates here. Next is a visa required for where you're going. How about vaccines or COVID tests? If yes, go ahead and mark the yes column. Let's say there's a visa that's needed. Okay, there's our visa, but we don't need a vaccine or a COVID test. So here we would select no for each of those, just to make sure we're keeping track. And it's all those little things that add up, and you're like, oh, I totally forgot to check if we needed a visa to go to Bali or wherever. So really important to make sure you kind of keep track. And then lastly, go ahead and enter your accommodation address here at the bottom. So once we've filled this out, the next thing you're going to do, head down again, click on the budget tab. And here in the budget tab, we are gonna stay on top of everything. So you can just ignore the top dashboard here for a second. It'll probably be blank when you're just starting off, and it'll automatically fill as you go through the sheet, which is really simple, okay? So what we've done is we've just compiled all the possible expenses you could incur realistically on a trip, and there's even additional places that you can add more expenses as well. So first we're gonna start here at the top with airfare. So in the airfare section, as we see here, we have airport parking, checked baggage, departure flight, return flight. Next to it, we have our planned cost column in column C, and our actual cost column in column D, okay? So obviously, depending on what the expense is, you're gonna go ahead and plan, like, okay, estimate it's gonna be this amount, and then when you actually pay for it, go ahead and come back to this and update in the actual column. And what that's going to do is as you fill out the planned and actual cost for each of these items down here, column E is automatically going to update with the difference. So let's say airport parking, we planned it to be $20, but thankfully, my dad took Allie and I to the airport, so it cost us $0. It was free, so the difference is a surplus, $20. We expected it to be more. So whenever your planned costs are higher than actual, it's gonna be green. But when your actual cost is higher than your planned cost, it's gonna turn red. Scroll down, same thing for local transportation. We have different lodging, depending on what your lodging option is, food and drink, different experiences. And what's really cool, like I mentioned before, is here in each section, there are 3 other tabs. And what you can do is write over these tabs for additional. So what do we have here? We have experiences. Let's say we have underwater basket weaving. So I'm just entering over the text, I hit enter, and there we go. And we can enter in, the planned cost. So we plan it to cost $50, but it actually cost $150, very expensive. That's just kind of how that works. If you want to add anything additional in any category, but I'm going to go ahead and put these back to 0 real quick. Okay, so there we go. Scrolling down, different gear specifically for your travels. We're going to cover that in the next tab. And then other. And the last point here is really important. Like I said, over 68% of travelers go over their budget. God forbid any health related issues or, just unexpected expenses like, oh, I didn't realize we had to get a whole boat to get to this island. I thought it was, already included in the price or whatever, just unexpected things. It's better to prepare for it and then never have to spend than to have nothing and you're like bare minimum, like, oh my gosh, I don't have any money, what do I do? So once you fill out the budget, we'll go ahead and move next down at the bottom of your screen to the packing list tab. So go ahead and click on that. And here in the packing list tab, what we have is over 90 specific items for travel, pretty much anything you could think of to bring on your travels. And we've basically compiled all of our research and all of our personal experience of traveling the world for 2+ years into this single kind of packing list. So it's the most comprehensive that you're going to find online, but it's not overwhelming because we've divided it by section, or at least hopefully it's not. So first, right, we start with the items. So we have clothing category, scroll down, we have toiletries, scroll down, we have electronics, documents, carry-on, financial, health, and then other, all right? And again, with each section, you can add additional items. If they're not there, there's a good chance everything's going to be here for you and probably a lot more things you may not have thought about. So we have the item here in column B, and then in column C, in the quantity column, what you can do is if you're bringing, let's say you're bringing 2 belts, right? You can put 2 here for 2 belts. And you can also in column D, specify the luggage type. So you have 2 options here in the dropdown. If you click on the dropdown, we can either select checked or carry-on. So let's say we're gonna bring our belt in our carry-on, and then here for casual shirts, we have 3, and we're gonna put them in our checked baggage. And then also, what you can do is you can open up this spreadsheet both on your laptop or desktop, like you kind of see here, on your iPad, and also on your mobile device. So once it's there kind of on your phone, you can have that open, and while you're packing items, you can actually go, and on the far left in column A, after each item is packed, you can go ahead and click, and it automatically kind of crosses it off for you so you know that you packed it to make packing a breeze, make sure you don't miss anything important. Let's say hats, there we go, sandals, automatically crosses off. And there's one other cool feature I really want to share with you, which is why I made this video, right? So we'll go ahead and just leave that as is. But as you can see, the final column E over here, what we've done is automatically generated links to Amazon in case you're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. For example, one thing recently was we forgot to get an international kind of charger adapter for Chile, which is where I'm currently recording. So we went on Amazon, found an adapter really quick and got it. So in case you need or just want to look on Amazon, it's also a way that this is a free tool. These are affiliate links here for the most part. And if you do buy anything on Amazon, we'd appreciate you using the link out of the kindness of your heart to help us keep creating free content like this and free tools, which I hope you find valuable. You can just go ahead and go to that, like flip-flops. I want to get the coolest flip-flops or Crocs. So I go over here to column E, and I can just click on this link, and it'll automatically upload with different travel flip-flops here on Amazon. And I'll show you one other cool feature, all right, is if we scroll down, if you remember, we have the other section at the bottom of each category. So here in row 32, we have other. I'm gonna go ahead and enter in, let's say Crocs, right? Okay, so Crocs. I wanna bring some Crocs with me. This Amazon link automatically updates. So we entered in Crocs here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this link, right? And what it does is it automatically shows us Crocs on Amazon, which is really cool, okay? And I'll just do one other quick example just to show you. Mustache curler, probably misspelling that. We're gonna go and click on Amazon. All right, and there you go, right? So it's a pretty cool little feature there in case you wanna use it. And it's a very similar feature that's used here in the next tab, which if you go back down here, click on the Unique Places tab. And basically this tab is a culmination of over 50 unique places around the world. So there's some different, interesting, cool, beautiful places, some that Allie and I have personally been to, and that's why we kind of updated this list, and others that are top rated by other digital nomads and travelers all around the world. And we'll be periodically updating this list. So if you have anything on this list that you think definitely needs to be on here, be sure to let us know in the comment section below. Where's the best vacation that you had? One of the top places on your list? We would really love to know because we're always looking for new places to go to, and so is all the other travelers. So help the community out and let us know in the comment section. You can kind of scroll through here. You can see the actual place, the country, and the continent, right? So you can kind of scroll through in case you want to filter by any of those. And also what you notice for each place that some of them have a link, like El Chalten here, or Huacachina, or Kotor, or any of these different places. And that is because these actually link to specific vlogs on our channel that walk you through the entire process, kind of our experience there, why we liked it so much, our exact itinerary, providing as much value to where if you wanted to go to this place, like, exact step-by-step process of everything to prepare for, to have the best experience possible, which again, it's our whole goal here. This is why we created this channel, is for other travelers, both, short-term for vacations or long-term for digital nomads, people relocating, getting new citizenships, to have the best experience possible. So in case you're interested, you can go ahead and click, or you can just ignore. Also with that, there's an automatic Google image link. So in case you're like, Florianopolis, Brazil, what is that? I can't even envision that. You actually just click right here, which by the way, we are almost considering moving here, and it automatically opens this up in Google Images for you to just get an overall idea of what a place might be like. Obviously, it's not going to show you everything. It's just a nice little kind of visual snapshot of the place. We also specify for each location, general area, is it more rural or urban, as well as the geography. Is it more coastal, mountainous, land? Is there a waterfall? Anywhere here in the blank, you can go ahead and enter in your own place that you want. So let's say it is, let's keep it simple. Let's say it's Hawaii, okay? So we have Hawaii here, and you see here that a Google image link was automatically updated. So if we go ahead and click on this, what's gonna happen is, it's gonna open up the word Hawaii in Google Images, and as promised, because you've made it to the end of this video, we have a special bonus for you. So I hope you've already found this valuable enough. And if you want to take your travel planning to the next level, make sure you don't miss a single thing, have every single element planned out, mapped out, then be sure to check out our 6-in-1 travel planner that you see here. Basically, it's a beefed up, upgraded version of what you've seen here. So it still has, the dashboard tab, the budget tab, which we've already covered. That's included here, along with a bunch of other tools and templates like our activity idea list tab. Here you can brainstorm activities, you can write your excitement level, the cost for each, and kind of determine what activities would be best for you and your group, what is actually exciting you, and have it all in one place. Plan out your entire itinerary for your vacation, day 1, day 2, when you need to wake up, go to breakfast, who needs to be there, and have that all in one single and hopefully, beautiful place for you. Accommodation comparison. Here you can enter in your top 5 kind of picks, hotel, Vrbo, Airbnbs, enter in your check-in dates, compare online review ratings, pros and cons of each. You can automatically link the website in here and the cost, and makes it easy for you to really decide between, the best actual hotel for you and or your group. And it's something actually Allie and I use, and we kind of put it in here as an added kind of bonus. To-do list. Here is a list of pre-filled, very important things that need to happen before and during your vacation. Again, make sure you're not missing out on anything. So you guys can kind of see here, 1 month in advance, 1 to 2 weeks before, 1 day before, on your vacation day, all of that here. And you can also add right to the bottom as well of each section if you want to. Packing list, unique places as well. And if you're interested in this beefed up 6-in-1 travel planner, then be sure to check it out. We're partnered with Digital Dalmatian, so they're hosting this on their Etsy shop. And this is basically how Allie and I make a living with this channel. So go ahead, use the free tool. I hope it's super valuable. And if you want to kind of upgrade to this, hopefully you'd find it even more valuable, and it would seriously help our small family. So we'd really, really appreciate it. And again, because you watch the end of the video, what's the benefit here is you're going to get the biggest discount on this that anyone else is going to get for a limited time in the description section below, along with the free tool. I hope you found this video and this tool valuable. If you did, consider hitting that like button on your screen and hitting that red subscribe button. If you want to see and not miss out on any more free tools that we give away in the future, if you want to see some beautiful, unexpected destinations all around the world, this is the place for it. Thank you so much for your support. God bless. And we look forward to your future adventures.